Hi everybody, welcome to Fast Homebrew. Today I'm making an English bitter, and I've been down to the local homebrew store and got what they call a Wetpak, which is a new thing for me. It's kind of like an extract thing, and by the local one I don't mean just the one that delivers cheap, I mean the one that's actually closest to me. But anyway, this is the Wetpak, and it comes with everything you need. So let's crack her open and see what's in there. Let's cut it open and see what's in there. And yes, here we go. So I've got a bag of grains here. That's good. Don't know what sort they are. This is some hops, by the feels of it. Also don't know what they are. Aha! This is all the extract. Apparently that's got some hops in it too. And the yeast, SO4 yeast. And so that's, oh no, wait. Instructions. Comes with instructions. There they are. Okay, very good. So, let's do this. By the book. Step 1. Empty contents of can into pot. Fill can with hot water from the tap and leave it to stand for a couple of minutes to dissolve the remaining malt. Pour into pot. So, this is the can. Get the lid off, and oh, it's got a plastic sealy thing on it. It's a bit hard. Come on, knife. All right, die. In you go. Okay, so yeah, the first thing I noticed when I opened this up was that it smells really sweet. Like, I think I got diabetes just taking the lid off, and it's very sticky. It's not like your regular liquid malt or what comes out of a kit. It's very sweet. It's got this sort of almost crystallized candy-ish. Like when you leave the lid off the honey or something, and some little green bits that are apparently the hops, but the hops in there hasn't been through its bittering process, so that's what we're about to do. So I'm filling it up with hot water per the instructions, just to get the last bits out. That's not at all dissimilar to what I normally do. So lid goes on, leave it for a couple of minutes, lid comes off, and in it all goes. There we go. So that's, yeah. Alright, step 2. Place the pot on stove or hot plate on high heat to bring to a boil. Warning! As the malt reaches boiling point, it's inclined to foam up considerably and could overflow if not stirred. So, on you go. Heat goes on up to maximum, and I'll just put the thermometer in so I can monitor it. Give it a bit of a stir, and there we go. Step 3. While the malt is heating, empty the contents of the large sachet into the malt can, half fill with hot water from the tap. Rest the lid on top and leave it to soak for the length of the cook. So this is the grains. There they are. Don't know what kind of grains they are, but that's alright. Everything you need's in here. So, I kind of like this about that, actually. That about this. I don't know. Anyway, you kind of got everything you need. Step 4. As the malt reaches boiling, reduce the heat to produce a slow simmer. Simmer for 60 minutes while stirring regularly. So, that's just about to boil. So, I'll set my timer for 60 minutes there. And give it a bit of a stir with a spoon. Stir. Okay, 60 minutes. What'll I do? I'll have some fun in the driveway. Why not? Got the skateboard, look out dog. Whee! There we go. That was fun. Okay. I reckon we can probably fit in 6 or 7 more of those. Step 5. Nearing the end of the cook, strain the contents of the can prepared earlier into the pot using a colander or straining bag. Half fill the can with warm water from the tap and pour through the grain, sparging. This will also remove the remaining grain stuck in the can. Discard the used grain. Right, so here's the can. Here's a thing coming off the boil. Oh, it was boiling really weird and high towards the end. I think maybe a lot of the water boiled off, and that's what it looks like when the rest of it boils. But anyway, this is the sparge. I've done that, and I put it back on the heat, and it's kind of boiling, so I added another 15 minutes. Alright, at the end of 60 minutes, remove from the heat, and then add the contents of the small sachet, and where applicable, other sachets, which I don't have. Leave to stand for 5 to 10 minutes, covered. So, that's the timer done, that's the heat off. Off comes the saucepan, and this is my small sachet with hops in it. So, that one opens up like that, and there we go, give us smell. Smells nice. Hops go in. Lid goes on. Leave that to stand for 5 to 10 minutes. Alright. Half fill the sink with cold water, possibly some ice to sit the pot in to help reduce the temperature. Leave stand for 10 minutes, ensuring it remains covered. So I'll just move this into the sink. And the sink's not yet full, but I'll put the tap on. And the water will kind of circulate around it, bring the temperature down. Okay. Step number 8. Thoroughly clean and sterilize your fermenting vessel, and then add approximately 5 litres of cold water. Well, I did that before. See, we're in the past. There's the thing. And there I am sanitizing the fermenter. And now this is spring water that's been in the freezer, because it's easier to put that in the freezer than just regular water. It all comes out. And so I'm filling 5 litres into there. Okay. Pour in the contents of the saucepan, then fill the cold water up to 20 litre mark while constantly stirring. So, in we go, and it's sort of filled up the strainer with gunk, so I've got to clean off the strainer, have another go there, and it's splashing everywhere. I've made a bit of a mess, so it's going to happen again. Clean it again. Third time lucky. Everything's out. So make sure you clean up the mess, otherwise I get in even more trouble than I'm usually in. And empty the rest of the water into the fermenter, and we're good. Give it a bit of a stir. And it's too cold, so I'm just balancing it with some hot water there. There we go. And now filling up to 20 litres, and a last stir, and that's about that. Now taking a sample here into the old test tube hydrometer thingamajig. So there that is, and it's about 1.043, and probably about 5% out of that. Should be nice and drinkable. I think that's good. Okay, check the temperature of the brew to ensure it's not too hot, and add the yeast, the sachet, and stir it in. Oh, I've been sick, by the way. I'm struggling with a sore throat here, so please forgive all my coughing and spluttering. But here's the yeast, opening it up, and in it goes. You've seen yeast before. That's it. That's the Wetpak. Everyone, do the Wetpak. That was pretty easy. I like that the whole thing came with it. The instructions were pretty clear and easy to follow. Thanks for watching the video. I'm going to go and die in the corner.